Yowza, the number of comments on my last video was unbelievable. And as you know, with real estate experts have been telling us that mobile homes and manufactured homes are just crappy depreciating assets. But recently, with this crazy affordability housing crisis that's going on, this type of home is starting to look like a winner. So because of this, property has been going up in value. And seemingly, it looks like one of the last of the affordable home options that's really out there. But wait a minute, not everything ends up happily ever after. There is also a dark and shoddy side to where homeowners have been getting burned and getting completely wiped out. So today, I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that by doing this, I'm educating the public. I want to share with you the 7 lies that manufactured or mobile homes have, and so that you can avoid the pitfalls that are costly. So give me a thumbs up if you're good with that. Now, in descending order, number 7, the financing trap. Step right up, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Or is it The Price is Wrong? So it's the finance shell games where many manufactured home sellers actually make their most profits. But it's your money. So choosing the right lender upfront before can make a huge difference in your affordability. So before walking into that mobile home or modular home dealer showroom, connect with your local real estate expert, because they may be able to help you and hook you up with the right lender who offers the best rates. And this single step alone can save you some major bucks. Now, as an example, my real estate team sold a manufactured home to one of our clients who saved $357 on her monthly mortgage payment compared to what they offered her as another finance option. So guys, over 12 months, that's $4,284 a year. And I'm sure that you can do a lot of things with $4,284 a year, right? So why does this happen? Because this type of home is not easily financed like a traditional home mortgage. And there's many manufactured home finance games that are played. So I just want you to know about them. It's almost like walking into a used car lot where one person ends up paying much more than someone else did. So don't overpay for finance. Number 6, the land lease trap. Now, I had one lady who owned her mobile home in Florida, and she told me her monthly land lease on her mobile home in her mobile home park was $471 per month. Now, she just got a notice and it went up to $970 per month. And their attitude was like, hey, if you're not happy, pick up your house and move it to another park. Now, many people who live there just can't afford these increases. And they just don't have $5,000 or $10,000 to go ahead and move their house into a new park, right? So they end up paying those higher rents. Now, it's happening right now, and where many investors are buying out entire mobile home parks because they see a huge opportunity to improve the property or to add value, and then turn around and raise those lot rents. It's happening. Number 5, next logical step, to buy land, right? Well, that way nobody's going to boot you off and it's your property, right? So what do? Well, you start to look for a community where you can actually own the land and that you can put your manufactured home on. But buying a piece of land, a plot of land, can also cost you a bundle. It's not cheap to buy anymore. And it can also cost you even more if you buy the wrong parcel of land. So you want to be sure of a couple things. A, you want to make sure you have the correct zoning that actually allows manufactured homes. B, it's not in a flood zone. C, the hookup costs for the county and city water and sewer, it's not cheap. So make sure you have enough money set aside, because they're only going to take payment in full up front. And D, if you're in a rural area, you only have the well and septic options, so you want to make sure that that property is going to perk before you buy, or you're going to have an unusable property. Is any of this helpful so far? Go ahead, put it in the comments. You know, so many senior citizens find that manufacturing homes can be an affordable alternative, and I'm very concerned about them because many of them are on fixed incomes. And unfortunately, in my opinion, I don't see this crazy inflation thing slowing down anytime soon, because real estate has performed better than the S&P 500 index for the last 25 years. And billionaire Warren Buffett's firm, he owns a company, it's called Clayton Homes, which is the largest manufacturer of mobile homes in the United States. And they also operate 2 of the largest mobile home lenders, 21st Mortgage Group and Vanderbilt Mortgage. Guys, say what you will, but they're in it for the money. Number 4, proper installation, anchoring, and tie downs. Now, you've seen the pictures on the news. Now make sure it has a proper rating for the manufactured home in your area, and it meets or exceeds all current codes. Also, the method of attachment, make sure it's correct for your area. Now I'm going to dive deeper into that one in the next one. Number 3, new or used? Well, I'm going to go through both of your options, but first I'm going to go through the used. Here's common problems. The misalignment of doors and windows can be caused from moving from one location or another, or it could be not properly set up and level or shifting foundation. You also want to look at roof leaks visually. Use your nose, smell it. If you feel it in your chest, that could be a warning sign of mold. It can be in the vents, insulation, walls, and older mobile homes have metal rooftops, so you want to make sure that they're sealed properly. Plumbing issues and leaks. Many older homes use polybutylene pipes, which are notorious for disintegrating inside and out or bursting or leaking. So look for patched or leaks or saggy or spongy floors. You want to walk the entire house for squeaks. Floor sags and slopes, get under the house and see what's going on. Electrical, older wiring is another notorious problem, especially if the owner had an addition and tapped into the electric panel. HVAC, the age of the original equipment, the system's not properly cooling or heating, can be difficult to sort out. But a new system can also be pretty expensive. Foundations, piers sinking, pulling away from a mobile home frame or tie-down straps that are loose. You want to look at this because this can cause some serious problems, especially if they've been left unaddressed. Now, a mobile home with a rundown appearance, it can require a significant amount of repairs and maintenance issues to make it livable. So you want to make sure you have all the answers before you go ahead and plunk your money down. Working with a real estate expert who knows their stuff, they can really help. Number two, I've seen some absolutely crazy stuff when selling real estate for the last 16 years, but I got to tell you, this one's a good one. Watch out for the permits. You want to make sure if that house is a 2,000 square foot house, that in the county records it's not 1,000 square foot, and that addition that was put on by the homeowner and didn't pull any permits, and it's not to code. Because guess what happened? We had one of those. It didn't close. That homeowner had to destroy the extra 1,000 square footage that they built on there because it wasn't to code, and they also couldn't sell their house. So that was a total loss for that homeowner. Make sure before you put your offer in to buy that you've looked at those permits to make sure it's a legit house, a legit addition. Number one, new manufactured homes. Look, there's a lot of myths, but the guidelines for manufacturing home has changed over the years, and they're much better built today. Cost, just remember on your budget, there's all kinds of levels that you can choose from. They're just like cars. You can buy the Kia Rio, the Honda Accord, or a Lamborghini. So there's a difference between each one. But the price per square foot, it can be a lot less than a stick-built home or a site-built home. So when choosing, be sure to check the wind rating, make sure that's correct, the wind zone is right for your area that you live in, the codes are important, and also compare those insulation levels because it can make a huge difference in your low utility bill or a high utility bill. Now in some areas you can remove that tongue and you can properly install that home on a foundation, and then it's considered real property versus personal property like a vehicle. So you want to make sure you do your research, and I want to make sure that you gain the most money out of your real estate. And that's why I'm doing these helpful videos here on this channel. Now I want you to know that there's over 20 million Americans who live in manufactured housing, and that's more than public housing and federally subsidized housing combined. Yet there are some people who actually look down upon living in a manufactured home. But where a person lives is not who they are. But being financially successful is really not as hard as a lot of people make it out to be. So don't be impressed by somebody who's driving around in a luxury car or living in a large home. There are some who live like that, yet they have no money saved. They earn a good amount of income, but it all gets spent. So there's just one job loss or a medical event or some tragedy happening before financial ruin. And there's nothing wrong with living beneath your means. I'm a big fan of that. Now, some manufactured homeowners are about to get wiped out, yet at the very same time, depending on your state and depending on your location, other mobile homeowners are safely navigating through this storm. So you can still find affordable housing, knowing where to find these hidden gems and knowing what to look for and what to stay away from. It's super important. Wouldn't you agree? So wherever you are in the nation, whether it's the coastal Carolinas or here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where I am today, or anywhere in the United States, I have a network of real estate experts that I can hook you up with, and they will help you to find your hidden gem and also to avoid those pitfalls that are costly. So pick up the phone, give us a call, 843-839-9870. I hope you're enjoying these videos because I'm making them for you. So go ahead and comment below and let me know if you enjoyed it or if this was helpful to you in any way. And if you've subscribed, I'm going to see you in the next video.